Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. God is good, and thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you guys as always. What's up, Gaz, over on the YouTube? Anybody else who may be joining in? Appreciate y'all being here. What's up, Mondoon? Welcome, sir. I'll quote Duchess here. What are the vibes like? How are we doing today? What are the vibes? Vibe check. It is a nice day out here, man. We got the window open. You can see the little the call it curtain pull there, swaying in the wind. It's good stuff. I love having the breeze come through here, man. You're not supposed to have windows open when you're working on music or streaming. Oh, let me mute that. Sorry, I always forget about that. Dark there, but the vibes are good. Gloomy there too. Oh wow, okay. Gonna be some bad storms supposedly rolling tomorrow. I think those will hit my area supposedly Sunday. It says it's supposed to be raining, or maybe it said excuse me, or maybe it said Saturday. I can't remember. I just saw it as a little blip on my Windows, taskbar start menu area. It said rain in the next couple days. So. Well, I'm sorry, it's a gloomy day for you guys, or, well, it's a gloomy day and it's just nighttime over there for you. That's okay. But, yeah, no, it's doing okay here for right now. It's been a good week so far. Which track is this? I don't have my speakers turned up at all, so I'm not even sure what song this is. Yeah, that works. I always feel weird when we're like getting started and I go and check the song and it's like some ominous horror tune. I'm always like, it's just, I don't know. It just seems weird. This one's fine. It's a little sneaky. Anyway. Been a good week so far. It's been interesting. A little up and a little down, but mostly up now, I would say. So that is good. Always a welcome. Got some new stuff in the works. I won't go into full detail with it right now, but new stuff coming soon that I'm very, very excited for. And just feeling very blessed on that one, for sure. Making steady progress in the Cobra Code course. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's very cool. I'm excited to see what you come up with on that one. Wouldn't have it any other way. Amen to that. What's up, Scrap? Welcome, sir. How you doing today? Good vibes with good people. Yeah, absolutely. One of the big things that happened. Oh, excuse me. I haven't been yawning all morning. I don't know. It never fails. Never fails. As soon as I hit go, it's just the body's just like, well, time to shut down. Here we go. I'm out for the day. Getting ready to go out but here for a few. Cool, man. All good. All good. Yeah, you kind of reminded me, Scrap, when you hopped in. There was a huge update to RPG Architect this week. That's very cool. I haven't really touched the engine in a while. Just haven't really had time, and but I did open it up for the first time in a while this week, and there's some really cool updates that he made earlier this week. Yo, what's up, Remy? Welcome, sir. Good to see you as always. How you doing today? We've already talked. We've already talked today, but just. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did business. I'm all things considered, I'm not too tired myself right now. I say that and I was just yawning a second ago. Oh crap, I said the word. No. That was legit. It was like as soon as I said it, I was like, oh no. Haven't touched a new update yet. Keep getting sidetracked with whatever I had already been. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. Like I messed with it for a couple. Well, maybe not a couple hours. I messed with it for a little while on. Was that Tuesday when he first rolled it out? The RPGA update. Yeah, we'll keep this on. And it's man, that's gonna be that is huge. It's gonna be a lot of really, really cool stuff coming forward now. I think it's. I mean, the engine was already really great. Don't get me wrong, the engine is already great. But this is gonna really. This is really elevating it, I'd say. Some screenshots and videos people are posting are impressive. Yeah, the CRT filter looks really cool. Yeah. And like some of the stuff, you know, you got like the slider bars, the sensitivity bars or whatever for a lot of the different effects, which I wasn't wrapping my head around a few of them. Like I just spent a little bit of time on it, but yeah, it just looks cool. It looks really cool. For any of you who are not sure what I'm talking about, RPG Architect, the engine that I used to do tutorials for, still somewhat associated with, there was a recent update. What would you call that? It's like post-processing filters and stuff. So you can have stuff in the distance. You can get some like Octopath Traveler like looks going. You can get some like CRT filters, like Mondin just said. This radio station is where you can access it somehow. This station is available. The older version is available on my itch page. On my itch. Here, I'll go ahead and switch over here so you can see it. Bing. But yeah, this was made by Red Friend. Good friend Red. He made this for like his own use, I think. I can't remember if he made it specifically for a game or if he just made it for his streams. And I was like, hey, can I use that? And he was like, yeah. So it's over on my itch page. Here, actually, I'll go back to if you go bit-by-bit-sound.itch.io, I'll just post it up in here. What's up, Michael Eagle? Welcome, sir. You go here to my itch page, and then you scroll down past all the sound packs, music packs, sound effects. It's in the bottom here. Radio. He originally made it for his game, and it kind of turned into a standalone. That's right. Oh, you've never heard of Itch? Oh, dude, this is like the place. This is one of the big places for game assets and even games and stuff. You can get all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, you can go here. You can download it. You can just run it in the browser. Although I think running it in the browser, there was a few like minor issues. I can't really remember what they were, honestly. But this one hasn't been updated with the... It still has a lot of music in it, but it doesn't have like everything from this version. This has a lot more songs. So, yeah, he does. He just needs to add light rays. Oh, that'd be huge. You can mess with RPGA filters for that view. Yeah, nice, dude. Do it. I think those filters are in actually I can't even remember. I can't remember where it was at. Maybe on maps. Look for post-processing. Yeah, you can download it. That one's for free. You can download it. Like I said, just go down to the bottom here, bottom right, bit-by-bit radio, click download. But yup. This is where I sell most of my song packs. I have them hosted on I have them on like the Unity store. I've got them on the Unreal store, Fab, whatever it's called. But Itch is where I get most my traffic, honestly. I gotta upgrade my other stuff. Making sure I'm so good. Yep. So yeah, today, that was an oldie but a goodie. Today we're gonna be finishing up a Metroidvania track because I need to have something ready for tomorrow. And if that, I mean, I think I got one pretty well underway on Monday. The one we were saying sounds kind of like an underwater track almost. I'll probably try to finish that one up first, and then we'll just go from there. I can either work on more Metroidvania stuff, or I can mix on Slopeside Kings tracks, and or I can work on something else for the tactics RPG game. Let's sort T out. Go for it, man. Do your thing. Oh man, yeah, so there's an event thingy going on later tonight that I was initially planning on going to, but I'm not so sure if I am anymore. I don't know. I'm kind of not feeling it. Like, I don't know. Not really not feeling it, but just I don't know if I should at this point. I don't even know why I brought that up. Shouldn't. It doesn't matter. Progress I'm making in JRPG course. I may need you to work on my request sooner rather than later as well. Okay. Hey, yeah, that's okay. I've been actually wanting to get to that one pretty quick here, to be honest with you, Mondoon. I just I just delivered one track. What was that? Monday or Tuesday? I delivered a track, so there should be, that should be doable. I should be able to work on that pretty soon here. So I'll have to give it a listen again. And also I'll give that one a listen again, and then also have to refer to, what was that other one called? It was Fates of the Past, I think. Is that what it was called? That first track, Fate of the Past. Okay, yeah. Because it's kind of tying into that one, right? It's if I remember correctly, it was you had a kind of sort of, okay. Yeah, so I'll have to review both of those again, and then get started on your track here soon. That's all good. I'll just have to listen, because I remember what we had talked about. Oh, yeah, nice. So we'll get started here in just a second here. Uno momento. That sounds good. Sounds good, man. You got for tea and what Mondoon posted up in Discord, what he's got cooking. Oh, that sounds real good. I gotta stop thinking about food right now. Okay. Headphones are on. Oh gosh. Y'all gotta stop. Oh, this is a good track. Yeah, just go for it, man. I can't right now. I can't look at a picture of it. It's too tempting. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Fade out. All right, so let's pick up on. I think this is gonna be the one for tomorrow. This is the most done of the group, right? So let's give it a listen, and let me know in volume levels. Need to turn it up a little bit. Is that shortened? Like these need to happen over here too. It's like low swells. Yeah, this one's super chill. I wonder. Okay, so I want to do something over here with like just some kind of low, distant sounding drums. Like not really a full-on drum kit. But I wonder. Wah wonder. Maybe like a timpani. Okay, so it is. All right, Scrap. You won't be running tomorrow? Okay, all good, brother. I hope you have a great weekend too. We'll talk to you on the next one. Something like that, and then I'm just gonna do this kind of half off camera because I don't want to switch chairs and camera angles and all that stuff. But I am playing the drums over here. So yeah, it was registering kind of high there. Also kind of short bursts. What? Da da. G sharp and F. There you go, yeah. So now let's make that a bit more distant. A wee bit more distant. And probably. Congrats on the subs. Thanks, man. Oh, road to 2K. I was like, Roa DTO road to 2K, right? Right now it's the road to 1100. So almost there. And then it'll be the road to 1150. All good. He's still doing it. He's still typing. I think that's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit quieter. I don't want it too quiet, but I do want it something like that. All right, really this other area, like I feel like this ending tag is pretty solid. I did extend this back, so what is this? Just let that breathe, and then I think do that. Take both of these down a little bit. And maybe even that's not bad. This one really doesn't need a ton, honestly. I don't want to throw stuff in just, oops, that's the wrong thing. throw stuff in just for the sake of throwing it in. It's like, what does it need? Something here I heard. What do I want to do there? Like, I feel like at the end of that first tag, I want to have some little, basically like in this little chunk, some little element to come in. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Something like that. Just nothing too forefront, nothing too much in. But not that key. Na, 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 na. Wow. Ah, there. Just trying to grab that. I think I'll take these lower notes out. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard of Crow Hill. Bam. I haven't updated this in a while, so there's probably been a lot of additions to it. Though, actually, now that you say that, I wonder if there was some stuff on there that was pretty good. Yeah, I think we have talked about them before. There was some good, like, atmospheric stuff. Are they still on the beta? Or the beta? Oh, really? How do I update this? They're on the next set of vaults. These ones I have cost $3 each. So I thought their whole thing was it was supposed to be like labs, right? How does this sound if I move it down here? Hmm. Yeah. I'm torn on doing that. Mixing them together sounds pretty good. Oh, labs, yeah. I haven't downloaded anything new from them in a little while, but like so these ones have been out for a couple of years, but it does have a lot of good sounds. I think I like the experimental stuff the best. That's a nice subtle little element there. Yeah, which track is that coming from? It is the vaults. I thought so. 2, 3. Oh. What's up, Brad? We were talking about your radio app earlier again, Red. Just about how cool it is. I think actually this. So since we're in this mode, let's do this. Whoops. Whoops. That and that, and then nope. Nope. Making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Let's do this. There. It's so like in the background, that's fine. Okay. Okay. I can add in, so this is like a plucky duck. I can introduce that in a little bit earlier. Try it again. maybe? Wait. What was that, Captain? She came up and like she was gonna jump into my lap and just kind of faked herself out. She gave up because it was too high of a jump, and then she went and jumped on the piano next to me. And there she goes. That was her. It just threw me off, so I had to stop. Oops. I played it a little wrong, but yeah, they're good cats. Drive me crazy. They drive me up the wall. More so Momo on that one, but they're good. Boom, boom, bum, bum, bum. I think I was better. Yeah. Huh. I gotta do it. Just you can't see, she's basically, her head is like right here. She's kind of blocking the piano roll area, but whatever. I don't know about that. Maybe if it is a different part, different instrument, rather. Yeah, I need to smooth this transition out for sure. maybe just need this here. Detecting tempo. Patreon. So the Patreon track for tomorrow. So the theme is Melancholy Metroidvania. Let's do this. Yeah, it's just a little subtle accent to move through the sections. I might even put one more there. I'll soften it. Music is indeed movement. Oh no! Oh. Yeah. That's plenty on that one. I almost wonder for this first one here, these are just like very tiny little details. Meeting those two. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't matter. Enter. Not having the first and the third one, so this will be the first one. space. Kinda. I can maybe do. There's probably bigger, more important details I should be focusing on, but. That's cool. Not a ton. I just want to add in. Thinking. Let's duplicate this. Not sure if that last note was correct, but yaw. I like that. Take this and. Actually, that's not going to do. I want to put it down here. Gotta get that melancholy vibe. Copy this over to here. Oh yeah, I can't stand when they do that. It's like I get it. It makes sense. It does make sense, but it drives me crazy because it's like, no, I want the cello players front and center. You know? It's like, what if I wanted to do that? Let me do that. I will pan them, right? Right? It's like it drives me crazy when they do that. This is like, what if you're writing for like a tiny little quartet or whatever? You're just picturing like four, musicians in a room together, not some big orchestra, but you have a really nice like solo cello sound, but they got it panned to the right. It's like, man, what kind of crap is that? Exactly, yeah. You know what they need? You know what they need to do for those? Just on the interface like this, just a little toggle that says something like uh realistic panning or not, like a little toggle that's like, okay, this is how it is if it's recorded for, like a full orchestra, and if you don't want that, if you want to do it yourself, just turn it off and then it'll be centered. Excuse me. Wasn't there a whole thing like Hans Zimmer talked about that, and he just had a totally uh, out of touch take, basically on that subject. He basically said like, no, if you want it to sound realistic, then you just have to hire like a full orchestra and if you want to write orchestral music. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was kind of the equivalent of just stop being poor. I was like, okay. Also, I gotta do this. Captain Cam. Hard to control Captain Cam. Now my cable's screwed up. There we go. Okay. I wasn't listening now. I got distracted. Okay, let me run it back. I was supposed to be listening in this section and I got distracted. Okay. I need to also start like really placing things, really get the mix going. Yeah, no, clearly. Oh, don't get me wrong. He writes some great music. Doesn't mean he doesn't have bad takes. I've got bad takes. I'm not immune to it. That's weird. They really do. It's just like... Let's make it a little bit like that. If you wanna depyramidize it, just you know, we'll just grab this one, drag it down a little lower. Oops. Misclick there. Take this one up a bit like that. This one like this. There. Also take this down a little bit. We'll do that. And then that. There. Now it's not so robotic. You'll never hear it anyway. Okay. I know it's only an hour into the stream. I gotta run to the bathroom, so drink a lot of water. I've really hydrated quite a bit. This is the one that started off today. Okay. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. Have fun, yeah. I needed that. Now, let's replenish. So dark. Camera's so dark. I guess that works. I guess the dark camera works. You can't see all the dang scars on my face. Alright, fade out. Okay, I mean, I feel like this is in a pretty good spot. Oh, I just saw that message. No, you're good, brother. You're good. Okay. I feel like it's in a pretty good spot. I just, Wait, why is this? How did that happen? Okay, honestly, actually, what I think I'm gonna do, let's go through and name these, and I'm gonna export stems and start mixing. I can always add in some stuff if I hear it as we go, but I do want to get these into stem form so that I can start really placing things. I used to mix like that a lot more often, and I've fell out of the habit of it. But I've been trying to get back into that recently. Nerd alert. I'm a pretty, I don't know, I'm a pretty like lazy mixer, I think. I'm just like, yeah, you know, I used to do so much to mixes, and I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, you know, it's I would do so much to mixes and have like minimal uh like improvement after a certain point, diminishing returns. Like there's definitely some stuff I would do, and it's like, okay, that's a net positive for the song, but it gets to a point of diminishing returns. And once I realized that and found, I don't know, and I started kind of like doing less, I felt like my mixes got a lot better personally. I can't spend 10 hours on a mix. I know I used to do that. Some people still do that, and it's just like, I can't do it, man. Export over to this spot. That's actually probably too, well, that's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. Export stems. Oh, I was going to name them. All right, so first mixes you'd laugh, but you get better when you want to add too many. Dude, if you heard my first mixes, you'd probably vomit. You'd probably cry. I would cry if I heard those again. I can actually hear one in my head right now. I'm like, ugh. I'll just call this Dreamy Pad. This is the Celestitone. This was piano. That says dreams come true also. I'm gonna call it piano. This is, oh, that's, I'll say kinetics. Kinetics. This is synth luck. This is, I'll call it water synth. Water drops. Water lead. Doesn't really matter what I call them as long as they're distinguished, right? That's like a drone, sub drone, subculture, sub sandwich, sub droney. It's Aurora Wonders. Is that supposed to be? Sub sandwich, yeah. I used to do that, Gaz. I used to do, I mean, you can. So with Falcon, like, I can keep adding tracks, and so I would have one instance of Falcon, but over the past year, I've just started opening up different instances because Unless I was so if I was still doing this way, like adding the different stuff and then exporting stems, this would be fine. But because I was for a while just mixing through the VSTs, I started doing just different instances so that they each had their own channel, so I could affect them differently. Oh yeah, no, that's just showing different instances up here. Yeah, so it's like this is one instance of Falcon, and here's another. But those all get their own channel. But I used to have one instance of Falcon that had everything built into it, and then with that you would get, excuse me, you could go into the mixer here and have all the different channels there. I just found I wasn't really mixing in here as much. I liked using the Studio One mixing board better. Yeah, yeah. No, I can just flip through all the VSTs up here. I just generally don't. Usually I'll just close it and then I'll just go to the track because they're not. I don't always have them in order here, the same order as they are as I like load them up. Right, like I'll load them up in a certain order and then I'll like sort these all around. Like, oh, I want the drums at the bottom. I tend to have the drums and the bass at the bottom of this view, and so it's like if I write those early, then they'll be further left up here, right? And so I generally don't flip through the channels up here, or the instances rather. But each one of these, yeah, I could pull from the different channels, 16 different channels there. So this was like I don't know, low idle sound, like an idling engine. Oh yeah, that's right. I put this one up. I was like, this isn't gonna work, and then it did. Aedra. I'll call it Sunbox. This was the timpani. This was the cello. This was, I'll call it effects 1. Call this effects 2. I'll call this impact. Man, I keep forgetting that this view is a thing. This is a new feature for Studio Pro here, where you can have your whole effects chain. I'll click on this one, maybe for instance, listed out horizontally. And I thought it was so cool, and I never used it. I just don't even look at it most of the time, but it's pretty cool. All right, so that's all those named. Now let me mute on your side for a second so you don't get the weirdness. And I'll call this, we're gonna need a name for this at some point. Oh, and I misspelled that. I put impact. I don't need a prefix. DAWs are full of cool features that most people don't want. Yeah. There's a lot of cool features that I probably would use. It's just like I just haven't developed that habit, you know what I mean? And I think part of it too can be like that poor factor. No, I'm just kidding. Like hardware limitations almost. Like if I had like there's more macros I could use and I probably would use if I had a quick and easy way of doing it. But for instance, like I'll do on my mouse, I've got It's kind of hard to show, but I got a couple buttons here. And so when I click the top button, or if I select like my whole thing and I hit the top button, it sets the loop region. If I hit the bottom button, it activates the loop. So it's like I can turn the loop on and off here. And then I got side buttons, so that's like, I think this one's play and this one's record. Now that I'm like trying to say it out loud, I don't even know. Yeah, the top thumb button is play, bottom thumb button is record. As you were talking about with the plugin, yeah. But it's like if I had hardware shortcuts for stuff like that, say like that horizontal plugin thing, I would probably use it more often. It's like I control C or I hit D to duplicate a part. I do that all the time. You got the same mouse. I've actually been wanting to, like, this is a really good mouse, this Red Dragon one. Whoops. I clicked somewhere I shouldn't have. There we go. Steam Deck. Yeah, I've looked at those. There's a bit of hardware I would like to get. Steam Deck being one of them, but I just shouldn't right at this moment. I could, but I shouldn't. That's been the running theme. Another I could, but I shouldn't is upgrading my mouse. I like this mouse a lot, but I've been very intrigued and interested in the trackball mice, like the Kensington one in particular. And this is totally just a thing where you see other producers using it and you're like, I want to use that, because I've never used a trackball mouse in my life. But it does look pretty cool, and they seem to swear by it, and it does make sense that you're like, it takes a, it's just static there. And so I do sometimes I do the thing, I'll just, where you're moving the mouse and then you gotta do this number. You wouldn't have to do that with the other thing. I'm just saying. Looking at a trackball one you bought in Wales, you hate it. Remy been using a trackball mouse for 20 years. Yeah, see, it's like, I think it would definitely take some getting used to for me, because I've never used one before. Saved you from carpal tunnel, right? So I don't really I'm not seeing symptoms of that for me just yet, I don't think. But it has crossed my mind. Would make sense for game design and stuff. I think it makes sense for us too. I think if any job that you're like, you're working a lot in the computer, I think, yeah, for music production, for video production, game design, I think it makes sense. I was also looking at the vertical mice, to work, because it's like, this says, yeah, this position of your hand is better. So it's like if you're kind of scrolling like this or whatever, that's less strain on your hand. Had symptoms back in 2006 or so, and switching to the trackball reversed it. Wow, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, that's something I've looked at recently, but I'm like, do I really need to? Should I really drop? How much are they? They're like $50 to $80, those Kensington ones. Like, do I really need to drop that on a mouse right now? Not necessarily, but tried vertical recently, didn't like it. Also tracked the index finger trackball, didn't like that. Oh, tried index finger trackball. Oh, where it's like this kind of mouse, but there's just a trackball like right here. Is that the index finger one? I've seen them where there's like a trackball right here too. Okay. Yeah, I figured that if I was to try that, I was like, I don't know, I would want to just go all the way with it and just have the big ol' chunky chunky one there. What trackball do you have, Remy? Do you like, or the thumb one? I think that the thumb one would make most sense to me, especially considering like using a controller. I mean, you're moving with your thumb, or you're looking around. Hate the thumb trackballs. I'd want one at the ball in the middle, with the buttons on this either side. Yeah, that's the kind I've been looking at. while we're here. Hashtag not sponsored. I'll just bring up the picture. It looks a little different in this picture, but I guess it's a side one. But this guy here, that one seems interesting. Elecom EXG wired trackball mouse. Okay. See, this one looks interesting because it's like if you hit these two together, that's one shortcut. I think these two together is a shortcut, and these two together is a shortcut, something like that. Oh, okay. So yours is, you do use one. Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, you use the one. Looks like a Doctor Who prop. Kinda, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm like, that's where I'm hesitant. Kind of like, do I need to spend? Should I spend? Because I think these wired ones, I think this one's like 50, and then these wireless ones are 80, which I'd be fine with going with this one, honestly. But because then this is like the scroll wheel around it. Oh, you've never seen this one before, Gaz, or? See, it's like I feel like I feel like if I had this, I would still instinctively just start doing this number. Oh, that's the one you got, Gaz? I don't know. Like, does this kind, if you still do this, you just move like normal, does it still move the mouse? You're just supposed to get used to using the trackball? Or is this number disengaged? A lot of folks that love those huge trackpads for 3D work, yeah. It's one of those things, I don't even know how it came on my radar. I saw somebody using one and then talking about it. I think maybe there was like a desk review because I was looking at new desks for a second there. And they mentioned the trackball mouse, and they're like, "This is a life changer. It saved my marriage." And it was like, okay. So yeah. Anyway, I don't even know how I got on the subject. Mouse just stays stationary. It has rubber grips on the button to prevent from moving easily. Gotcha. CAD designers use something called a space mouse. If I look space mouse up, I hope it's just a mouse with like a helmet on. Okay, space. What the heck is this? A marriage safer 3000. Yeah, this is wild. That's what do you even? How do you? What is up with the? I don't get it. I'm confused. It's got a lot of buttons. I do like that. Right? So is it like is the center knob here? Is that like the scroll wheel? Oh my goodness, man! There's a whole other world out here. Get faster than you get really fast with modeling in 3D apps. Okay. So yeah, okay. So you spin with that to scroll wheel, but it like, is this like a touchpad, trackball or whatever? It's like, do you just use your index? How do I do this number? I don't know. How do I just have the mouse go all over the screen like this? I might be too slow for one of these, to be honest with you. I can't even wrap my brain around it right now. You tilt the whole knob and it moves the mouse direction? So it's like a joystick? You tilt the whole knob? That's weird. Ugh. I guess if it works, but that seems so. How much is this one on eBay? I just want to see. You said they're expensive. I want to see the eBay listing. 3D Space Mouse. $100 for a used one. 150 for a used ones. Ugh. Yeah. $50 isn't sounding so bad anymore. What am I doing? What am I doing? What are those? Let's disable these tracks. I don't know. That's just something that's been on my radar. Air mice, what? Are those the ones that have like they look hollow is the wrong word, but oh, yeah, okay, no, I'm not. I'm thinking of something else. It's like this little stick that uses motion. What? What? Yeah, they're like little remotes. I I definitely don't think that would work for me. Okay, now now we're talking. Okay, I can get behind this. That would make sense, yeah. That makes sense in that context. It's not for us. What was the other one I was thinking of? It's like it looks like a regular mouse. I think it's just a design like a fancy like casing. I don't even know how to search for it. It's like almost webbed or whatever. Um that's what I thought you were talking about when you said air mouse. I used to know a composer. I guess I still know him, but I just haven't talked to him in years, but I remember he was all excited. He was a young guy, but he was all excited because he got a new mouse. And he was like, "It saves me seconds every day," or something like that. And I don't remember. He was like super hyped up about it, but it seemed like it was legit just a regular mouse. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't try it. But it wasn't trackball. It wasn't anything like that. It was literally just a regular mouse for like $60. I was like, okay, okay. So I'll have to deal with that little overlap there. All right, so now I've got them all in here. Let's 3:30. How did it get to be 3:30 already, man? I need to get cracking on this. I need to get this quoting all the memes. Yeah, I don't that one's just too easy, or it's too good to not quote. I need to have this done. What? Streaming pad, Subdrony. How do I group these? All right. All right, I can group these three. Put it like piano, melody-ish stuff. Water drops. What are these? What are those? No audio? Oh, right. I forgot. I forgot that I had muted it when I was exporting stems. My bad. impact and kinetics is pretty percussive. It's got a little bit of... Oh, this is the weird one. I like to group things up and then bust them all down and then just use those. All right, so that's droney. I'm just having a hard time figuring out these ones. All right, that one, that one. Low idle's very quiet. And then shallow is also bass-like. Put these together. Fair point, yeah. Subdrony. That's a fair point. Effects, these will go together. Effects, dreamy pad, that's like... that one... I'll put impact in effects. Water drops. Synth pluck. Dreamy. Synth. Low idles on effects. So yeah, low idle on effects, impact, and there we go. Okay. These three as percussion. There. Okay. That's a decent grouping. Okay. Now, let's see. Effects will be this pinkish color. Percussions are red. Synth is purple. Bass is blue. And piano melody is like a white. I'll make it this color. There we go. And then percussion at the bottom, bass, bass, and then this. There we go. All right, now buses. Add a bus, add a bus, add a bus, add a bus, add a bus. Everlasting gobstopper. There we go. Buses for all these, and then route these into mix bus. There we go. Now we start in on our mix bus. I'm gonna save this. Let's start adding my go-tos. I really need to just save this. Actually, did I save this? There he is. Did I save this as mastering? I did. Okay, I already did that. All right. So got Sonic Maximizer, got the compressor, ozone, and then master plan. Go to the loudest part. Oof, no, it's too much. So to get that, and now it's okay for the mixed bus there. And now I'll go back through these other ones. Actually, I'm just gonna hide that. So yeah, on this one, there's that one thingy. I think it's on this. How much is this actually doing? Wondering if I just take this track out altogether. Just put it way, way, way down. I think just putting it way, way in the back. Yeah, I guess I'm not hearing the low end disappearing as much since I'm going through the headphones right now. But I'll take your word for it. So let me use the better one. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, usually I just start from the mix bus and move backwards. So it's like there's generally stuff that doesn't sound good as I'm starting there, but if I can get the everything passing through here to sound fairly decent to start, and then go back and tweak the minor elements, that's generally how I like to do it. Ooh, that sounds nasty like that, honestly. That's in. Not usually. 'Cause I don't know, I feel like these all add so much like saturation character to them as is. I had a lot of these running through this effects bus when I exported the stems, so they did get hit with this, but there's not like I could pop it over here. So probably want that there. And maybe turn the mix down. Let's see what that is first. I feel like I would want it probably before, because the compression is also adding some tube simulation also. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that on there, honestly. It's a bit too much for me. Transmit openly audio because there isn't things like guitar and vocals clouding up. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you. Still think it's it's one that it's modeled after one of those fancy ones. What's it called? A fancy one everybody really loves, and I don't know what it's called. It's a UVI one though. Is SSL, is that what I'm thinking of? It's a good one though. I don't know, man. I'm bad with that kind of stuff, honestly. I just twist knobs and pull levers until I'm like, that sounds pretty good. Maybe I can bring it up on. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure where I'd bring it. It's modeled after one of them that all the big name guys use, and then you watch reviews for it, and they're like, "This sounds exactly like an 1176 or an LA2A or whatever." I used to not really like use it too much, but I've been trying to use it a lot more recently just to get used to it and get the feel of it. I actually kind of do like it. It's very subtle, but it's good. It's got it's got the tube simulation on there, so you can adjust it with that. It's got you know, obviously, yeah, you can switch between compressor or limiter. It's got different modes here, linked, left, right, mono, max channel. All good, all good. No shame, no hate in that. It's got the different models here. So yeah, you see the attack release curves, all that stuff. The compression. curve, and it's just got the one responsiveness knob, so you can set these models and then adjust the responsiveness, peak reduction there, makeup gain there. Yeah, I like it. It's a little harder to feel it working through the headphones, but it's like I noticed the subtle differences, and so I'm like, okay, I think that's better. All right, so go back here. I was like, where something's missing. It's because I got this on solo mode. I forgot what I was doing. This to be. I think -3 for that. Spike at 17. Oh, on master plan. I'm gonna go back over here. Did I have that on the wrong channel? Oh, I actually meant for that to be over here. Whoops. I actually meant for that to be right there. I was just trying to affect that one. So I think this was just that kind of just trying to bring that down. -278. Uh-huh. Is that coming through for you? Because I don't hear nothing. Let's take it out just because. Yeah. Well, then I am confirmed not a vampire, I guess. I wonder if that's from, I wonder if that's from the tape of running it through this effects thing. There's probably something on this that actually caused that. Either in the tape color or the bloom reverb, or a combination of the two, since it's not just on this channel. That must have been that. Oops. Oops. So let me do this. Yeah, I was thinking of just notching it, and I was like, well. That's fun. I shouldn't be trying to add low end on headphones though. This is in this one. It's kinetics. Captain, can you sit down? Lay down. I always forget that the sound from the DAW is not coming through on the other scene, so abrupt stop there. Oh man, I'm getting a little bit blind on this mix. Audio blind. Okay, yeah. I don't know why she's yawning. She's only been sleeping the past like hour and a half. I think for the last hour here, maybe I should work on something different because yeah, I'm kind of I can finish this up in the morning really. I'll do that real quick. But I think I just I need to take some time away from this song. I think I took that off. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I took it off. I'm gonna bring that cello out more. I remember I was gonna do that. Brong, bring cello out. Yeah, I'm not really hearing too much. I wanted to bring the cello out. That was basically it. I guess I'll do that real quick. And then I need to work on a different song. I go crazy if I just work on the same thing for too long. Yeah, that's what I started to think. I was like, I just need to turn it up. Oh yeah, and then this section though. Bring that back down. About 3. Something about like that. Yeah. Okay. Let me take these off for a second while we switch gears. I'm not gonna start in on Mondoon's song just yet because I think I need to come into that one pretty fresh. Go for it, man. I don't really want to mix right now either. I guess I could do. Excuse me. Actually, all right. I've only started 3 Metroidvania-ish tracks. Yeah, I might be available later, man. I'm honestly, well, I'll just message you in a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to jump on a call. Yeah, well, we can do a call at some point here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do one tonight. Um, Hi, Captain. Captain. Ma'am. Ma'am. Lay down. Lay down. Blocking my view. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think if we did a call tonight, I wouldn't really be able to retain a whole lot mentally. That's where I'm at. I'm just kind of mentally drained right now. Uh, so I think doing it at another time would be best. A little bit more fresh in the brain. Word. Gotcha. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. So, I just want to try for this last 45 minutes just to get another Metroidvania track started. Because if I get this started, then we'll already have basically 4 going. 4 going. 4 going. You know what? This is a weird library to pull from. I never reach for it. Oh, that's interesting. There was something in here I remember at one point. I was like, that's really cool sound. That wasn't it, but that's a nice piano. That wasn't the one. I don't remember which library it was. I don't remember what the sound I'm thinking of, but. Um. Hmm. Funky time. Yeah, I'm just trying to. We're just gonna do. Try to get the fourth Metroidvania song started. So we're just literally at square one right now. I like Aurora. Oh, you've never heard of Metroidvania? It's like it's a pretty big genre. It's and I guess specifically melancholic Metroidvania is the theme this month, but yeah, it's like your captain, bro. Hang on. And there she goes. It's like Hollow Knight, Symphony of the Night, Super Metroid, Blasphemous. Um, so it's like artistic or like art style, sound direction. It can be all over the place. There's one called I think Valfaris or something is what it's called, and it's like a heavy metal, a Metroidvania. So what I'm doing is trying to be like kind of almost Silksong esque, but just melancholy kind of ambient ish stuff. Yeah, exactly. It was coined after Symphony of the Night came out because it was like Castlevania all of a sudden felt like a Super Metroid game, and then they were just like, well, okay, that's how we're gonna do it now. was I? Oh, hang on, I lost it. I lost where I was at. I think I was in G minor. Let's do the thing that we learned about recently. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that crap we're gonna erase. It was G, okay. Why change a winning formula? Yeah. Nope. I lost it. Okay, just add and load. I'm not a great piano player. Is that all I played? I guess it is. I thought I recorded more than that, but oh well. I don't even know if I'm gonna stick with this idea. Yeah, I don't know. a trap sort of melody. I don't really listen to much trap, so I don't know, but I believe it. Just noodling. Duplicate this. Run through the same effects chain. Blah, 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 blah. Seafarer. Oh wow, okay. Okay, weird. Oh yeah, no, I don't hate it. I don't know if I said I hate it, but yeah, it's just something I just don't really listen to. Oh yeah, that's gonna spike the performance big time. You guys realize this means that at about 4:55 an idea is gonna strike. Since I'm just kind of like flopping around right now, nothing's happening. 4:55, it's gonna hit, and we're gonna be like, oh, okay, gotta see this one out. I don't know if this pops up on screen, but I like this one because you can see the guy's face here, and it kind of like is if you move, it kind of like spirals around his like third eye there, right? I don't know if it pops up on here. Biggest problems of the day, 15 minutes before you need to go. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly how it goes. This one's very... Now, is it spacey because that's the patch or because I have it running through crazy? Some starters for the future. Well, that's the thing I feel like is like I can only use starters so many times. You know what I mean? Like I've got plenty of stuff I could start building off of. I got plenty of starters over here as far as that goes, but it's just I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that because I know other people talk about using starters, but it's just like I feel like then it gets in too much. If I get in too much of a rhythm doing that, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna lose something. Does that make sense? Like, even making templates for the DAW, just having like a bunch of sounds pulled up automatically. Like, I don't know, I make them and then I never use them because it's just like, I don't know. I used to use one for like the N64 style music, but then I end up moving away from it because I would reach for the same thing over and over again, I guess. Yeah. It's like I kind of like playing around and searching for a while and then having the idea kind of slowly turn up or kind of catch you by surprise. That's fun. So I got plenty of things to help me do that. Oh my. Yeah. True. So like these Quadro ones are pretty cool because now I can take this. Oops. This is randomized sounds. Forget that button's there all the time. So randomize the arpeggio too. Let's just. It's kind of cool. Hello, bass. Yeah, and there's 4 of these. There's this Quadra. What is this? Muted and harmonics, and there's metal and wood, modular, and traveler. All 4 of these are pretty cool. Funny. Keyboard bounce. I like that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to build off of that. I want to look at these other ones. Let's go to Traveler. Plundrone. Yeah, exactly. If you still want to keep looking, it wasn't good enough. It was kind of good, but it was also not quite. Oh, what, that last one? Yeah. A little hand pan. It's too late, it's gone. I guess that's the problem with these randomizer ones. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get over on Kick or Twitch, man. And you'll be, you won't have the latency issue. Yeah, it's all good, man. All good. I like it. All good, man. Yeah, watch wherever you enjoy the most. I'm not sure. I honestly, of all the platforms, I see the YouTube view count the most, just because I'm hanging out on there the most. So, but whenever I go over on a Kick, I see there's usually like 5 people or so on there, so which is pretty crazy. But it's always welcome. Wait, is this the one that's doing the pew? No, that's this one. Nope, it's this one. Okay. Why is that one so? I was in F before. I need to be in 4/4. Kind of neat. I'm just gonna grab from here. Instruction, percussion. Clear this in here without even listening to it. Oh, dang it. What did I tell you? 4:45. I was 10 minutes off. Oops. Turn this one down. No sour notes in there for sure. Next stream is only 15 minutes. It's something. It's a little. It's not quite melancholy. I mean, I can maybe get there. It's a little bit too epic to be melancholy. Maybe not. we'll just keep running with it for a second, for 15 minutes. Back. Let's do. Oh. Whoops, what was that? I mean to do that. I started getting. Yeah. How did that get in there? Oh. Yeah. I'm starting to feel indifferent on this one. my spark for this one already is waned. so maybe I wasn't off on my timing. This is a cool patch, though. I appreciate it. I might just be tired, honestly. That's nice. I tend to reach for like F minor a lot. B flat minor, C minor. So sometimes I'll specifically like reach for something I don't play in a lot just to try to change it up. Yeah, I go to that a lot. That's pretty cool, honestly. The game covers only 2. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. I can still send it. Hey, not too bad timing there. I didn't have the metronome going. Pretty dang close. I listened to a handful of them. I can't remember exactly how many. Yeah, I do like that. Alright, I was like 10 minutes off, but... That's cool. Yeah, I ended up with a cool vibe. I think I am probably done there, though. Maybe. Let's listen. Let's start back from the beginning. If it's going, then I don't want to stop in one sense. But also, I want to stop. My phone's been kind of blowing up a little bit. I'll have to check that in a minute. Oh, it's something. It's something. But yeah, I probably should start to finish this up here for the evening. I'm just kind of like I said, it'd be like at the last minute something would kind of start to hit, and that's exactly what happened. But hey, that's okay. That's all right. I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. Do this. Something like that. Metroidvania? Ketroid. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for me tonight, though. I do appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I should end before the lighting gets even worse in here. But yeah, appreciate y'all for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the tunes. This is we'll do this one, that's fine. Yeah, y'all have a great evening. You're amazing. I am Bert, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.